Lord Nias, are we almost there?
Yes. There is just one last thing to do. No one knows when the black tide first appeared beyond the distant horizon. But when it slowly encroached upon Amphoreus's borders, Nikador was the first Titan to venture forth. During the battle against the black tide, their sanity began to slip away. In their prime, the Titan could obliterate an entire archipelago with a single slash. Yet they could not sever the root of this corruption. They battled the black tide by sheer will alone, but ultimately succumbed to it before their divinity could be completely corrupted. They removed a part of it.
Could it be?
The fragment of divinity that they stripped away. The fragment they wanted to preserve the most was reason. The Titan believed that their reason would someday respond to their calling, to return to their body, and fulfill their sacred mission. They represent countless failed endeavors. With your help, I can finally put an end to everything.
Lord Nias, what do you intend to do?
Courage, honor, tenacity, and sacrifice. They are all versions of me. Hearing the murmurs of these soul fragments has led me to a conclusion. Nikador's soul is corrupted beyond the point of salvation. There is only one way to do so. The seal that binds their divinity is already broken. As long as we complete the soul forging here, Nikador will be whole once more. You will go into battle with a Titan nearly at the zenith of their powers. And when that happens, the glory of slaying a god will also be presented before you.
What about you, Lord Nias?
I will return to where I came from, and become a part of Nikador's divinity once more. In all likelihood, I will also be consumed by corruption. An inevitable course of action if we hope to end this madness.
You are willing to sacrifice yourself for a future you won't get to witness.
This is my purpose. My origin. I am no mortal, and I do not fear death. Even so, will you still weep for me?
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
Well, we haven't known each other for long. I have learned much from you. In return, I'll teach you a lesson of mine before I go. Do not detest your talent, and do not abhor death. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world. What an irony.
Civilizations only grow under strife. Humans instinctively loathe suffering. Yet suffering is the only thing that teaches them to stand unyielding and tall. He knows what it truly means to go to battle. Perhaps he can be your inspiration. If you die by my lance, then there's no need to reflect on what I said. But if you should send me to my grave, promise me that you will use my core flame to fuel a roaring blaze and continue the fight against the Black Tide.
On behalf of all the Chrysos heirs, I promise you.
I am Nikador, the Lance of Fury, the messenger of turmoil, and the embodiment of strife! Remember this! I am the scar that this world needs!
You hear that?
What?
They've returned!
Best me! Perhaps be an end. Infinity warrior! Corpus Enos!
So, this is Nikador's true form. It's incredible. Well done on them. I was prepared to fight till the end of time.
How familiar.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack! Do we still have the upper hand? Inputting commands. Whoa! Can you let me have some fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Better hedge your bets.
Existence is fleeting as the dawns do, destined for oblivion.
Watch your head.
I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
All in.
I'll contain them. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Going all in. Tabs on me. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Another journey begins. From the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering
Since you've overcome the curse of immortality, destruction shall be your reward.
Watch your head.
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
No dirty tricks, Elaine.
Huh, more enemies. Time for a buzz. We have the Enough.
I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Can't lose this one. No dirty tricks. All in.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Watch your head.
I promise you, Lord Nihus, your nightmare will be over soon.
This happened. Can you let me have some fun this time? This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in. All right, I'll call your bet. Don't ask, just spend.
Another journey begins. From the still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls. I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Commencing support. I'll contain them.
Watch your head.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Brace yourselves. This strike can obliterate worlds.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Going all in. Tabs on me.
More enemies. This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow. Enemy targets detected. Enough.
Watch your head. All in. No dirty tricks.
Existence is fleeting as the dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
Come on! Bring an end to strife! Once and for all!
Better hedge your bets. Can't lose this one.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack!
Watch your head. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Time for a buzz.
Did you come here of your own
This combat
volition?
needs optimizing.
Or was it fate?
At this speed, too slow.
From the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
Victory is at hand! Time for the final blow!
Master. Now.
No longer must one wield a sword. From here on, the world shall no longer know strife. It's finally over. Nikador's core flame.
Time passes quickly. It's been a long time since the last Titan fell. Now that the Lance of Fury is no more, we Chrysos heirs are one step closer to the Genesis, as foretold in the prophecy.
The silence here is stifling. The city feels so unfamiliar now that its Titan is gone.
You've exchanged thousands of blows with them. Your ears are probably just not used to this peace and quiet.
What's next?
I have an agreement with the Titan. The Chrysos heirs will take away their core flame and use it to start a bright blaze that'll illuminate our path onward.
You spoke with Nikador.
Something out there? Please. I need to know what it is.
Not now, Lord Mighty. I'll tell you everything once we return to Akama.
Aglaya mentioned that someone must touch the core flame and absorb it to become its temporary receptacle. Mighty, do you...
This honor is yours. Isn't it something you've been longing for?
But you're more deserving of it. You sustained all these new wounds from fighting them.
If you have any idea how exhausting it is to fight a protracted battle, you should know that pointless arguments are the last thing I want to get into now.
A little back and forth wouldn't hurt much. Coming to a decision so easily makes it seem like this is not at all a life-changing undertaking, you know? Come with me then, Core Flame. The vortex of Genesis is awaiting your return. I don't think I felt anything at all. Or rather, it felt a lot easier than I expected. I had assumed that bearing the core flame would take a lot more out of me. In any case, let's return to Akuma and share news of our victory with the two demigods.
Although he was but a part of Nigador, he was nevertheless a hero in his own right. Go with the rest, mister. I will catch up with you later. I would like to talk to Lord Nias again. One last time. Lord Nias. Lord Nigador. Can you hear me? I know that your only wish right now is to rest in peace. But you are the only one with answers to my deepest doubts. So, forgive me for disturbing you. Please tell me, do you know where Thanatos is? I must find them. The half of me that I've been deprived of since birth. I must take it back from them. I see. So even the Strife Titan has never seen death in the flesh. I will continue this arduous journey, even if I must travel to every corner of Amphoreus. I understand. The Chrysos heirs will fulfill the promise we made, and see your unfinished work to its end. Such a peaceful end is not befitting of you, the bringer of strife into this world. But it's a good thing it's just me here. No one else can see what you look like in the final moments of your life. Poets will still describe you as an embodiment of madness and corruption, the god of war who incinerated all of their glory. Yet, at this moment, I am willing to send you into the gentle embrace of death, to a sweet land full of blossoming flowers. Farewell, Titan.